Hey guys, what's up? I was asked to make a video about my experiences at bootcamp. Wow. It's gonna be kind of brief, really quick. Well, it won't be quick. I'm gonna go through it really fast, and hope to God I can do it all in 15 minutes, okay? So, I said why I wanted to go in the Navy. It was an awesome opportunity. Yes, I chose the Navy. It's the best branch. And, it was just an awesome opportunity. I scored really high on their little test thing and got a kick-ass job. I was going to be a sonar technician, and I was really looking forward to that. And so I go, recruiters, you have to talk to a recruiter before you go do anything, whatever. They obviously didn't seem to care that I looked really masculine or sounded masculine. They didn't care when I blew away the PT test doing like 30, 35 push-ups. Not normal for a girl to do. Only had to do 13. You know, these things that, no red flags, whatever, you know. I get to boot camp. You arrive in the O'Hare Airport in Chicago, and you get off the plane and you go to this designated area, and they have you sit down. Well, first they have you gather around a trash can and throw away everything that you weren't supposed to bring, that you brought, except for your cell phone. And so we did that, and then he's talking to us and stuff, and he's like, he said something, and he called me Heat, and I was like, okay, I need to before they start yelling and stuff, figure out how to address this. And I said, when everybody went away, I was like, you know, petty officer, what do I do? I'm a female, what do I do when somebody calls me Heat? I was like, I know I look masculine, I'm not offended or anything. And he's like, just say, petty officer, I'm a she. I was like, okay, cool. So then they put us on this bus, and we ride the 40 minutes to boot camp. And by then, like, adrenaline's pumping, you're really, really excited. You know, all of us wanted to be there pretty much, you know, and some of us are nervous, you know, we're just sitting there, not allowed to talk on the bus, and we're all just sitting there kind of fidgeting and watching this video they had up and just going, oh my God, our lives are about to change forever, you know. And we're just chilling and sitting there, and finally the bus stops, and we're like, get off the bus, you know. We go off the bus, and we go into the Golden 13, and we line up on this tile, and immediately they're like, stand at attention, and this is how you call so-and-so, and this is what you say, and they had us go up and grab these forms, you know, boys grab this form, girls grab this form. I grabbed the girl form. You grabbed the wrong form. I did not. I had to explain that, you know. And then I get in line, and I'm standing there and everything, and, you know, they make you raise your hand if you have any prescription medication. And I was like, they're like, what do you have? I was like, I have prescription acne medicine. Throw it away. You don't need it. I was like, what? You know, so I get to be pimpled in boot camp. Great. And this is really mean, but, you know, some girls really got their asses chewed into right away, and it made me feel so happy inside. I don't know why. Probably because I'm older, and it's fun watching younger people screw up, because I've done it and I've been there. And, oh, let me check this. What? And so, whatever, they give us clothes and all this, and we had to try on bras in front of everybody, and it was so funny because they go through and they tell you what size they think you should wear, and you go in and you try these things on, and this woman gave me all medium, and I'm like, you know, because I'm not really fat, but I'm big, and yeah, I couldn't even like pull the pants all the way up, I couldn't put the shirt on, and she's like, damn, you're a beast. I was like, yeah. And so, you know, we had to go through and get me different size clothes and everything, and they give you shoes and all this stuff, and you send everything home. Cool. You know, and all these little girly girls are there and stuff. And I was a little nervous, you know, but everything's going so fast, you don't really have time to soak it in or think about it. And I've literally, okay, so I left 5 a.m. that morning to go to MEPS, which is where you process. And then I went to this, by that 9 o'clock that night, I was at Chicago O'Hare. And then by 10 o'clock, I was at boot camp. Now, they give us our clothes and stuff, and now it's about 6 a.m., so I've been awake 24 hours, at least, right? And so 6 a.m., everything's done, we're sitting in these desks, and we're counting off, in our divisions. Cool, in divisions. And then we go to temporary compartments where we sleep and stuff, and it's a big ass room. There's about 80 females in it that share this big ass room. And beds smaller than this. You have about, I'd say, 2/3 of that space in the middle. So imagine if that the next rack is where my hand is, and that's what you have. And they're just stacked up, and you all share a bathroom that has like 20 toilets and 20 sinks and like 10 shower heads. And the shower is just a big old pole in the middle with spouts, and you all gather around butt ass naked and shower together. There's no privacy in boot camp. If you shit, everybody knows you're shitting. If there's no doors to the stalls, none of that. None of that. No privacy whatsoever. That was uncomfortable. I can't say, I'm particularly not attracted to one sex or the other. It doesn't really matter to me, one gender or the other. So it wasn't like, oh my god, look at the girls. You didn't have time to think about that. Plus I'm not going to be a perv and stare at people while we're all showering. That'd be gross. But it was uncomfortable, They didn't call you by your name. They didn't call you recruit. They called you female. That was uncomfortable. Female. Get over here. Female. Female. And it wasn't a female. It was very degrading. It was like, you're nothing but a fucking female to me. They didn't call the males males. They called them like semen recruits or whatever, but females were like fucking scum. Fucking female, I never did anything to get in trouble, so. And then one day we were walking back, so we stay awake for like 48 hours at least. And then we're finally coming back to our compartments, and we're finally going to get to go to sleep. And there's a chief, which is higher than a petty officer, standing in the hallway, and you got a door on this side that's boys and a door on this side that's girls. And a boy almost accidentally went the wrong direction into the girls' compartment, and she like chewed him out in front of me, and I'm like, shit, here it comes. And I walk up there, and I turn to go into the girl compartment, and Chief tears into my ass. What the fuck are you doing? You don't belong there. Did you just see blah, blah, blah? Did you just hear me fucking say? I stand there, and I wait for her to finish, and I'm like, I'm a female. the look that came across her face was priceless. It really was. And it took her, she came and apologized to me the next day in private or whatever, and, it was what it was. They were really easy on the females in boot camp, compared to the males. Like, the males were always getting yelled at, they were always getting chewed out, and I wished that I was over there with them, because they were getting it, They treat the females like girls, I guess you have to be all soft for the females. As far as that goes, how did I deal with it? It was difficult. Somebody asked how I dealt with it, I'm not going to go through how I got kicked out and everything, or not kicked out, but separated. But as far as coping, I wanted this job so bad, the military being a job, that I kind of just blocked in my head even the idea of gender. We were all just people there trying to become sailors. You have to think of things that way to overcome it. I blocked it out of my mind when we took a shower. I blocked it out of my mind when they said female, Because in the end, after boot camp, when I put on that uniform, I'm going to look just like everybody else, and they're going to call me he, and it's not going to matter. It really isn't. Except, when I get my physicals and stuff, but in the end, if I made it through boot camp, it really wouldn't have mattered. Everybody wears the same uniform. Everybody looks the same. They don't call you, he or she. They call you, I would have been Seaman Hendrick. That's it, because I was going to go in. I went in as an E3. And, that's how it would have went. So, getting through boot camp was going to be the hardest part, so I just took my mind somewhere else. There was no eyebrows raised. I went through lots of medical examinations. They never asked, oh, what's going on, or what? I kept my mouth shut, I worked on talking with a higher voice, which I'm trying to get it back down. It's been difficult. My voice did get higher because I had to work on squeezing the vocal cords to sound like a higher pitched voice, and it was a little stressful. I did pull out a lot of hair while I was in boot camp, and it's slowly growing back in. But, other than that, some things went down with my dad. There's so much to talk about. So we'll stop it there. Basically, how I got through it is I just blocked it out. Honestly, if you want to go into the military, if you don't mind stopping testosterone while you're in it, they're not gonna fucking care. Just keep your mouth shut. Don't flaunt your business. It's like going down south and being extremely feminine gay man and hitting on a straight male that's from the south. It's just things you don't do. You don't force yourself on other people. And if you want to be in the military, don't force yourself. Just play along and keep your mouth shut. I mean, it's that simple. I'm not saying go and lie and join the military, but that's how it worked for me, and they didn't care. And it was what it was. You just have to take your mind somewhere else if it's something that you really want. And it was something I really wanted. I was devastated when they told me I had to go home. So, that's it.